gems breaking all the bars. Yo, the crowd's feeling it, energy's alive. Spotlight on the tails where the future arrives. Bass in the air, every story's a spark. Late night on bass, we're lighting the dark. Bass night stories on the stage, we vibe. Talk show magic where the chain comes alive. Tokens in the flow, let the legends provide. Late night on bass, we're taking it worldwide.
Welcome everybody to another edition of Late Night on Bass. I am your host and your friend, your confidant, along with my friend and confidant, Quigley. I'm Buildable, live from Onchain Summit, San Francisco, 2025. Give me a second. We got to make sure we post the retake stream. First of all, the Quigs, how you doing, bro?
GM, everybody. Yeah, feeling good. Ready to kick this thing off today. We've got a bunch of interviews lined up. We've got obviously the streaming. We got a space in about an hour that we're going to be running to. So yeah, just looking forward to getting these conversations going. I think that's where all the magic happens at these events anyway. So just looking forward to it.
Absolutely. All right, give me a second. I'm going to post on Retake as well, the stream with X. Let me get that because if you guys don't know, Retake is crushing it these days. And we're going to talk to Quigs about Retake as well and what his thoughts are. Let's just make sure people know that the stream is live.
Let's go.
Let's effing go. Okay, in case if you guys don't know. All right, so anyways, so Quigs, talk to me, man. When did you arrive?
So we got here Thursday around noon. Kind of hung around, watched the hackathon. Talked to a bunch of the devs, saw their builds, their mini apps that they were putting together. A lot of just really cool seeing the builder energy this year. That was different from last year. We didn't have a hackathon last year, so I thought that was a pretty good addition to the event. And they were serious. Chin Tan, when he did his sort of opening for the hackathon, gave everyone a little surprise. He said, I know everyone built some really cool stuff to get into the hackathon, but guess what? You're all starting from scratch. So they had to start all over. So everyone's scrambling and building and trying to get it in by the deadline. But we saw some really good builds, and it's just exciting to see that energy.
Is there a specific, project or app builds that really stood out to you?
Well, I got a lot more intimate with the Crisis King team. Their Daily Bread app was really cool. I think they've done a very good job, at least so far, of kind of balancing the fact that yes, they have a mission that may only speak to a certain demographic, but they've done their best to sort of like open it up for everyone. And so the Daily Bread app is another example of that, where they sort of have something for people that want to do the more sort of like Bible verse style of it, or if they want to flip it over and do more based type of messaging, they can do it either way, which is pretty neat. Yeah,
no, the Crisis King team, shout out to them. They're rolling in deep.
Yeah.
And like I said, they're committed, man. They're committed to the mission of bringing the church on chain, but like they're in it for like many years. Like they have a goal, and it's nice to see like determination like that. By the way, are you on Farcaster?
Yes, I'm on Farcaster. Have been on there for a long time. I admit, not as active over there.
It's tough. I'm the same way. It's like, but I think like we have to start being proactive.
Oh, you're missing out. I know every time something cooks on that side, I'm typically late because I'm not there enough.
I know.
The base app obviously is essentially it's a Farcaster client. So if you're using the base app beta, you are now using Farcaster. So
it's all integrated into
right.
one. Let me while we wait in Quigs, you can keep going. I got to get this out on Farcaster as well right now on X. The retake stream. We're gonna also look at retake people. I'm getting your boy Quigs to start using you guys more. I think it's time, chat. What do you say? It's time that Quigs makes the move to streaming. What do we say?
Yeah, no, that's something that's been on my mind for some time, and obviously I do a lot of spaces. That's been where the bulk of my attention has been for the past.
You've been really good at spaces, by the way. Like you are the category king. I'm telling you right now, guys, the base category king in spaces is this gentleman over here.
The people that have actually heard me on spaces already know the hardest part about this format is I have to sit here. If you can see me when I'm on spaces, I'm usually walking up and down the stairs in my garage, going outside. And that's why I lose half my spaces, because I lose signal or I walk out on the space. But So this is gonna be it's a little trickier for me to just sit in one spot. So I have to like discipline myself to kind of.
It's a different vibe. Like I can't like I got to be somewhat presentable.
Yeah.
On stream. But I think I don't know. I personally, I mean, people who follow me know that I just love space. I love streams. I don't know why. I just think like the interaction in real time, and we'll go through some of these links. Let's see. So one of the cool things is, all right, we got a bunch of people. Let's go. Hell yeah. Let's go. Hell yeah to you, Embryo. QuakeSpace are the greatest. Hung Degens. First of all, that is one of the top 5 usernames ever. We're going to leave this up there for a while. Hung Degens just said QuakeSpaces are the greatest. I concur. I literally concur. Shout out to them. Anyways, yeah, mid FOMO right now. Shout out to you, Just. I would agree. You should have FOMO because this place is dope. And also, cool thing about retake is, let's see if anyone's actually chatting in here. Legend Bill, we just got tipped. Damn, the retake team just tipped me off. A lot of retake. Let's go. Let's go. So if you guys want to shoot us a message, please go on to retake and chat with us, or GM TS8 or Tashin. What is that? Yeah, Tashin GM to you. Either go to there or message an X, whatever you guys prefer. We're here to chat with you all. So okay, so the hackathon was Wednesday, right? Or Thursday?
Well, it started Wednesday. I didn't get here till Thursday.
Yeah, and then okay, so now Friday. Tell me, what was Friday like for you?
So Friday. So I got to remember which day is which now. Yeah, I mean, pretty much my plan was on Friday just to come over and support, the hackathon again. Kind of catch all the early birds that are coming in to the venue. So I was able to kind of. I mean, it's like literally the conversations, like I said at the beginning, that's where a lot of the magic happens for me. So like I'm already in the game networking, meeting people that I haven't met before and people that I've known online for like a year, but just now finally meeting in person. So that was Friday for me. And then obviously the stakes got higher, right? As we got on throughout the day, we had the happy hour kicked off and, again, just more networking, fun times, meeting up with, which also was fun. All the people that were here last year that I haven't seen for like a year, unless they came to the Miami event we did, but otherwise, yeah, a lot of the old homies coming through, and it's nice having seen them. And then I actually played poker. Like last year, I was like, nope, not gonna even try.
How'd you do, by the way?
I just played. I lost on. I had a good hand. I was big blind, so I was like, I'm already in. I've got a pair of queens, so I'll go ahead and just go all in on this because, why not at that point? I've got a decent hand, and I actually got the flush.
And you got beat?
And I lost on the river.
Oh, yeah. Bro. So, got rivered.
And since I was all in, Satoshi from Boomer was all in as well, and he had a bounty on him. So all I had to do was beat him, and then someone else got the river. That
is a crushing defeat.
It is. But not surprising, honestly. I'm not a poker player.
Hey, but the fact is you had fun.
Yes.
Right. At the end of the day, you had fun. It's great. Is that you, Quick? See, look at that. More people need to know the man, the myth, the legend. This is indeed him.
Beautiful. Ball is beautiful. All right. Thank you, Base God.
Yo, legends and SG. Yeah, the poker. So yesterday I came in around the afternoon as well. I landed. My flight was delayed. Freshened up, and then I instantly went to the poker night. Did little vlogs, and it was so fun, man. And I think one of the cool things about events like this is the direct, like in crypto, it's one thing to like see people through a keyboard to talk. Even like this, it's one thing, but I think it's a whole nother level when you are in the same room as them.
I agree.
So like the energy, just networking and knowing people and like getting to know people on a deeper level. Like for instance, actually, I don't think like you guys have known Chintan for a while. Mm-hmm. Funny fact, I've never spoken to Chintan ever until yesterday. So I went up to him and we started chatting, we vibed. And we're playing poker next to each other. And like, there's other builders I've never spoken to and get to know them. And it's just like, I highly recommend if you guys are out there next year, 2026, you got to come. Every year they're going to be doing this. Every year is going to be better. I don't necessarily think that they're going to be more tickets because we want to create this family vibe. But I think every year there's just going to be more and more demand because there's no other event, in my opinion, that is like Onchain Summit. What do you think about that, Quicks?
No, I 100%. I think we kind of talked about that yesterday. I can see this event maybe moving venues potentially. I mean, these venues are amazing, but I think talking to Kevin, He's mentioned to me before that he might have to change it up just so that it doesn't feel like we're in the same place, every year. So I can see it changing venues and whatnot possibly, but otherwise, I don't believe the vision for Onchain Summit was to create some sort of giant conference where it becomes almost more of a corporate, showcase. This is about intimate relationships, building, celebrating our projects together. And of course, a big difference from last year is the price of ETH, right? So it's the market, right? So last year things were choppy, not looking great, but the vibes here were great. This year it's both, right? The market's doing great, and the vibes are even better. Like it's great to have that on kind of in your the wind in your sails, so to speak, right? So ETH is looking good, market's looking pumped. Base is just, in the last year, just since last Onchain Summit, the amount of development from Base, with the Base app, now is seeing Coinbase Exchange opening up the DEX, adding projects constantly.
Yeah,
the doors are the floodgates are opening, the market's looking good. So I know I sound super bullish, but mostly I'm bullish because I meet these people, and I meet these people in person, look them in the eye, shake their hand. I can see that these are real ones. This is where it's at. So.
And I think I don't know other chains have this like intimacy venues, and like I don't know if Solana is doing a conference like this. No shade to them. Ethereum maybe, but like Base to me feels like a family that's growing and is only going to continue to grow. Like last year Onchain Summit, was the first time I met Quigs, and it was a different time. Base was still pretty new. It had that one run up in March, April, and then just a lull, right? But not many, and a lot of the people from that time have gone. It's actually sad in a way they've left. But now over the course of the year to today, where we're at, the real people who are here that are going to be here for the next 5-10 years, they're now here. And I personally believe Base is just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger every day, until one day we hit escape velocity and it's game over. Everyone's uncle, aunt is going to come to Base. Everyone is going to this is going to be the chain that everyone comes. And it feels great that like me and you are like here, ground floor since day one.
Day ones, man. That's what it's all about. So
and shout out, and we've got to also give a shout out to Kevin, and we got to give a shout out to everyone. Like, how does it feel for you to be one of the 3 like main media guys for Onchain Summit?
For me, it's it's more just being able to talk to all these founders, and being able to whether we do a space or now streams, which is
gonna get Quigs doing more streams. LFG.
Oh, it's great. And yeah, I just want them to know that there's people here they can count on that are trustworthy people in the space, that they want to hop on a chat or a stream or a space or whatever it is, that we can provide them, with the place to do that. But really the legends are Rachel and Bill here, because they're the ones that are doing the professional, the real stuff. Okay?
I'm like a crack addict, bro. I don't know what I'm doing, but I just can't stop. I just got to do what I do. Hopefully something works out. I don't fucking know. All I know is I do not want a 9-to-5. I want this to be my thing, and send LNOB to the moon so I can make that happen. No, I'm just kidding. But or am I? I don't know.
Send it.
No, but
I've had a retake token technically for like about a month now.
Alpha.
It's just been sitting there. I haven't done any streaming yet because, like I told Bill, I've got to figure out a way to do it that kind of fits my lifestyle right now. So basically, you're gonna probably see me in my garage cooking, and I'll have my grill in the background, that kind of thing. Because
that's cool though. That's like authentic to you. The biggest thing that like I tell anybody wanting to do this is do something that just feels good for you.
Yeah.
Whether there's 10 people on a stream, thousands, right now on a Saturday we have a couple hundred, which is dope, 275. Like
nice.
I think like just do something that feels good. Like for me, I started off as podcasts, right? And I realized I fucking hate editing. I do not give a fuck about this. Then I was just like, I still do it, but like I found value in just like being on the spot, no memorization through a stream. And that's what makes me up. So for you, if like you want to be in your garage and that fits like your thing, like do it, own it.
Yeah, no, I really don't have a choice because, 5-bedroom house and all the bedrooms are taken. No office. I've got nowhere to set up this streaming stuff. So you're gonna have to see me in my garage and deal with it. Or I might do what Jesse and those guys do and just literally walk around with my phone.
Yeah, I mean those are cool. Let's get the CIK team in. Why don't we? What's up, guys?
Yo.
We're on stream. Let's go. Let's get it in. Let's talk about. You guys were talking about the app. Why don't we grab a chair? You guys just want to grab a chair. Let's vibe. I mean, we have a couple hundred live guys. Impromptu. We got the CIK team on right now. Let's go. Yeah, we're. All right. What's up, Curtis?
What's up, guys?
What's
We got the fam. We got the fam in the house. Let me back up.
Yeah, I mean, let's put the spotlight on these guys because first of all, guys, what's up? Let's get everyone in there. Yeah, this is like later today. You guys will be doing like a real good production with Adrian over there. I mean, we bring up the big stuff for.
Shout out Adrian.
Shout out Adrian. If you guys, oh shit, I'm like out of frame. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. But yeah, real quick though, guys. So first of all, what's up, dudes?
What's going on,
fam?
How has Onchain Summit been so far for you guys?
Onchain Summit's been awesome. Last night was crazy. Bill and I made it to the finals.
Let's go, bro. I knew the moment I got to the finals. I even tweeted, I was like, there is a 1% chance I win, but a 99% that I'm a Chad because I made it to the final table and I didn't care.
Period.
Period.
Because in that you have about 2 to 3 hands when you're in the final table.
Because the blinds are so high.
Yeah, that's it. It's all gamble.
Dude, but
that's what this is. Crypto's a gamble, life's a gamble.
And how about you, bro? How's it been so far?
It's been amazing. And just the connections, the people. I just love the base community. Everyone's so helpful and always like trying to help others, which is just it's such a privilege to be here. I mean, honestly, we're very fortunate, but also we feel happy and really excited to be a part of this community and what everyone's doing and being able to help contribute because everyone's, like I said, it's all every rising tide lifts all ships is like our motto, and we feel like that's the same motto of a lot of the guys here.
Quick, let's talk about you were talking about on the hackathon, and you shouted out their app. What was it about their app that like really kind of gets you inspired?
I just think obviously, building mini apps right now on base is where it's at for projects that want to get more distribution on the app. But specifically with the Daily Bread, I thought it was just first of all a really cool concept. It's a simple game, right? Like you don't want it to be too complicated for these mini apps. You want it to be frictionless. So the concept was really good. Essentially, like if you guys want to give it a better description, you're welcome to. But having the card set up where you have the scripture on it, or you could potentially flip it and
go base version.
I think that's like I said before, that's kind of the cool feature with that. And then being able to decide, if I win, am I gonna keep these tokens for myself, or am I gonna go ahead and bless someone else on the timeline? So it's really cool.
Why don't you describe in more detail, like what exactly you're trying to accomplish with it?
Well, like one of our taglines is Christ is King. We're here. We're moving to bless the trenches, right? And we've all come from the trenches. I don't care who you are. You've come out of the trenches, right? Like that's life.
Just recently, actually.
Yeah, just recently for me. No.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you're here, man.
Yeah,
but so I think
in and out of the trenches a lot.
We all have kids, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so my 13-year-old son plays Pokemon Go, and he gets these cards. And when I see him get a card, and it's like spinning on his phone, and he clicks it, and it flips over, he is so elated. I'm like, you're in it for this? He's like, you have no idea. This is a shiny. This is shiny. I'm going to keep that. So there's an element that you want to keep things that are valuable. So we're like, let's do that. A simple game where a card pops up. On it is scripture. So it's like Psalms 3:4-2. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you tap it, it flips it over, and then it's like OXPSM 420. So it's the base version of that, and it's like bless the trenches, get bags instead of like you reap what you sow. So even people that aren't Christians can still send this out. So you have a choice. It's this simple. You keep, because it might be a divine instead of a common or whatever, different rarities. You either keep it or you bless the trenches. Mm-hmm. Now, if you keep it, I mean, you get points, and this could be worth something big in the future.
Right.
If you bless somebody, you're put into a raffle to even get more. And so you're constantly, it's like a game for your soul.
Sure.
What will you choose? But when you bless it, this was part of the criteria, is make something sticky that people can send out to their feet or send to others. And so every single day, at least, minimum, if you keep it or bless, it goes to your feet and other people get inspired by the word of God or a base version of that. And I thought that was cool. And you could text it and give it to somebody outside of the base ecosystem.
Wow.
So you can text.
With adoption, which is key.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so you can text it to I could text it to my mom or my grandmother or something like that, and they're like, oh, I got a word of affirmation. They click on it and they're in the base app with
Wow.
10K.
I
So
love it.
it's like, how do we, that's what we got to start to figure out is how do we get the normies or the people that are in the trenches right now into the trenches and then out of the trenches.
Into the app. But I think one of my favorite the tagline for the app is feed your soul and earn some bread.
Yeah,
Love
really
it.
bread.
You know, so it's like it has a double entendre. And
Well, just
so,
the bread, meme itself, it fits really well on both sides.
Yeah.
It can be used, for you guys on this side, and then if people just want to talk about getting bread, like
Get bread, baby.
that's part of what we do as well.
It fits our demographic perfectly.
Yeah,
So
you
it's
did
good.
you did a great job on the
Appreciate
sort
it.
of branding and concept there. I think that was a genius move, and yeah, it was really cool watching. I talked about at the beginning how Chintan sort of said, "Hey, we're gonna reset the whole hackathon essentially on day one. We're gonna say it doesn't matter what you brought in. We wanted you to start from scratch." And so you have a dev that's kind of like, okay, now what? Like he's
Yeah.
got to start everything over. He's trying to meet these criteria and also
And
build,
these were, I'm hands down, I went around the room talking to these devs. Base did not hold back. There was people from Spain, all over the world. Some people didn't even barely spoke English. It was like the best of the best, the biggest dreamers, the people going after because that's Base to me. It's like people that want to build something significant to change the world.
Sure.
right.
It was like an honor. And I looked around, I've been in these kind of things before. I'm like, we have a good idea, but these people are going to wipe the floor because they are the elite. And some people built some really cool stuff like TikTok shops,
Yeah.
on Base.
Shout out Boomer.
Shout out,
Yeah, like what I would say hands down, Boomer built the best app out there.
You think so? Yeah.
Shout somebody out, but I think we did a good job.
At the end of the day, it's not really important like who wins or loses.
No.
Like what it is putting an idea out there, showing what's capable, because there's room for everyone in these apps to do well. And that's the cool thing about Onchain Summit. It's just the energy is electric. And I mean, later today we'll be doing streams for a while, get other teams. But let me ask you guys. So you guys are one of the main official sponsors of this, which is a huge feat in itself. Just that alone puts you guys in a realm of like, we are here to stay. We are here to dedicate our lives to this mission, not just like, hey, I'm going to do it and like.
This is no side project for us.
This is no side project, and that's the level of commitment. So I mean, there's hands down, you guys are going to be here for the next 3 to 5 years doing what you're doing. But as lead sponsor, how does it feel like being in that position? Do you feel a sense of like, I guess I could say like how does it feel? I guess putting your name behind such an event.
Wow, I mean, it's even hard for us to even to think this is actually reality because it wasn't that. I mean, our project's only been out for 3 months.
Yeah, not too
And to
long.
have this opportunity, we also, Curtis and I have been talking about it. We also feel like this is the last On-Chain Summit event before Base explodes.
Yeah.
So to be in early, to establish relationships early, because we believe relationships are the currency of heaven. And so we're like, man, this is more important for us to come and rub elbows with you guys, with the Base team. And it was worth those dollars as well.
For sure.
It doesn't really matter about our logo being anywhere. That was worth it, is to just establish relationships and also put money where our mouth is. Because a lot of people talk a lot. And then, when you're also like, oh, well, I'm going to do this. But now like, hey, we actually believe in what you're doing. And we're going to sow into that. We're going to contribute. We're going to bring our whole team. I mean, we have almost 20 plus people here, which is pretty wild, and it's about a 300 person event. So
I think you nailed it. Relationships are everything, and the currency of life, man. Because even to myself, and I was telling Quiggs yesterday, these events it's one thing to talk to people behind the screen. It's one thing to digitally do something, but it's a whole new level when you're in the same room. It's like breaking bread, same room, looking them in the eye, having a drink. That bond that you create that you can only get at events like this is priceless.
It's priceless, and there's something about I don't know what everybody believes on here, but weaving your souls together in a collective mission, it does something. You'll hear me talk about it today. I've talked about it with my team. It's that call and I've said it up. I think on one of your spaces, emergence.
Yeah.
It's when we all come together, our little parts, and something massive happens, and so it's super humbling to have our I looked down at my wrist and there's Crisis King on a wristband. I'm like, what the freak is happening? I think for all of us that are dreamers here, I just want to shout out people that are dreaming and you have a project in your heart and in your mind, like you have to understand 6 months ago, this was impossible, both financially and just, it felt impossible, but nothing is impossible, guys. And I just want to encourage you guys to dream. If you have a project in your mind, go build it, especially with people like Quigs and Bill. Like, they will promote you, they will help you out, and they'll give you that kind of like step up that you need. That's why we're here. If it wasn't for these guys giving us like a voice to at least share what it is that was on our hearts, we wouldn't even be here. And so it's actually this ecosystem that allowed us to be here. And then from my point of view, I've been in positions in my life where I've had not, and where it's been hard for me to go to conferences, and so I'm like, in my mind, I was like, we have the ability, we did well, we built out our treasury, let's pour back into this community, and maybe we could give some free tickets to some people, we'll pay for the coffees, we'll make it happen, and let other people's dreams happen. So we're just dream builders. Like, it's really,
Yeah, I love that.
what we try to do.
So what's next for today for Festus King?
I think it was speaking in between Chinton and Jesse.
What time?
3.
Well, that's a tough act to follow.
Yeah, right.
Follow and go before.
So-
right?
Sandwich right in between.
If you don't pray, please pray for us. Please pray for us. So that's what's next. And I don't know. I'm just hanging out today. Yes, I drank a lot of energy drinks last night. So I was up till like 2 a.m. I'm just trying to survive.
Oh man, I know. I was getting you like for your fourth one. I'm like, man, this is not going to end well. But it's before. I mean, we used to drink a lot of other stuff. Now it's like energy drinks and caffeine are
That's literally
nice for sure.
I'm letting some other folks know if they want to come on live stream. I mean, I love live streams. What do you guys prefer, honestly, between live streams and spaces? And be honest, and we're all open. Like, which ones do you guys prefer as a medium to get the message of Christ's name?
I like live streams.
Yeah.
Why?
Just you can connect with someone, their body language, their emotions, you can do it with voice in some capacity. But it's like comparing like a space, and the live stream as opposed to a live stream to meeting in person. Or you know what I mean? There's a lot of different.
There's a higher level of connection.
Level of connection.
Stream.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a level of connection. For me.
Spaces are good. They're fast. They're easy. But like I was saying, even if people want that anonymity, or I think characters are cool because it's like rappers or whatever. You guys are like superheroes. Some people may not feel like it to you, but you are. There's people that look up to you guys here for sure. Just for what you guys have paved as pioneers. And so I was telling Quigs, like, we should get some good graphic people that can put our PFPs on our face on live streams, and I think it would blend both worlds.
I mean, yeah, I'd be down. Or like I said, even just having like a way to like have your PFP show up while you're talking. That says your.
They do that in
handle.
Zoom, right? They have those little Zoom character things.
I mean, you can do the whole avatar thing, right? Where you can have like, who is it, Ryan from?
The
Space Creators. He has like the Doge.
He has like sorry. Yeah, he has like the dog as the
his avatar.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy.
But yeah, no, this has been a lot of fun getting to know the team. I know you guys did some stuff yesterday. I was going to ask you about, or was it? I don't know. I'm losing track of time, but you went out on the street though, and we're giving away.
Oh yeah.
Giving away some.
You guys keep going.
Some blessings.
I'm just gonna get base shots.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we went around. We went to the San Francisco Bridge. We also went to the Tenderloin. So in the Tenderloin, we weren't handing out stickers. We were actually ministering to people. So there's a lot of people all over the streets in the Tenderloin.
What's the Tenderloin?
So the Tenderloin is the jungle in San Francisco. So they call it the Tenderloin because back in the 1800s, the Tenderloin was where the corrupt cops were. And they were the only cops in San Francisco that could afford a Tenderloin steak.
Wow.
That corruption arguably still exists today because you go out on the streets there and cops are walking by, people shooting up and all this stuff.
Wow.
So we went as we put away the crypto thing and we went as ministry.
It's the homeless and community.
Yeah.
San Francisco.
But it's
Skid
really
Row kind of.
it's really
Skid Row.
sad. Yeah, it's like people are just, ghosted out, stumbling around. So we went as ministry, our ministry team went out, and we just loved on people, prayed for people. Figured like sometimes handing out money isn't always a good thing because you harm them. So we would get people's stories, and if we felt conviction and we felt like they were, we were trying to bless some people. And then we went to San Francisco Bridge. Eric, our head of marketing, had to
Come say hello, man.
Yeah, come on. Tell them about the little Jesus thing.
And we need to tell them about doodles too. So you guys, we actually got inspired by a friend, Travis Doodles. If you're not following him on YouTube, check him out, Travis Doodles. He has 3.5 billion views, and he was inspired to just give everything away. He was making He was making six figures for a guy that was just flaunting jets and Rolls Royce and whatever, all the stuff. He's like, if I had this guy's money, I would just give it all away. And then he heard a voice say, well, why don't you just start now? If you don't start now, you're not going to do it if you had millions. And so he started with his six figures, gave it away. And since then, he's now has multi-million-dollar worth of barbershops for homeless people. But he has a whole program and system to not just bless people on the streets in Lakeland, an hour outside of Orlando, Florida, where I'm from, where I lived for the past 2 years. And anyways, he inspired us, and he's going to help us. He's been helping us ideate making content. And so, yeah, Curtis and us, we went to San Francisco. Today at noon, we're going to go to some of the places here for a couple hours and just see what God does, see who gets highlighted.
So we'd walk around and we'd have like a little, like this character, the base Jesus, and we'd hand out a little Jesus literally to people. And I went up to people that I clearly knew were like Sikhs or whatever. It didn't matter to me. And I had the most interesting conversations. And the person who was a Sikh actually took it and he says, oh, I love God so much. And I had a cool conversation about God with him. And then some people would deny us. And that was okay. And we got the chance to sit down with this lady. She sits, okay, she's a bag lady, and she just feeds the birds right by the San Francisco Bridge. So I hand her a little Jesus, and she takes out a little thing, and she goes, I'm a Catholic. And I mean, you could tell that she lives in shelters and stuff. I said, what are you doing here? Like, you're just sitting at the bridge feeding birds. She goes, oh, I sit here to make sure that people don't jump off the bridge. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're a saint. So then I blessed her with $200 in cash. And said, and she handed me this pamphlet, and I said, can you make sure that the kids get this? And she goes, that's my job. And I'm like, I don't even know if I might have just met an angel, but those are the moments that are so authentic that our team, you see this and you see the meme coin, you're like, oh, that's what those guys are about, but it's really not. We just have a heart to help and to bless people. So
amazing. Well, guys, listen, we're going to be cooking. I think we'll wrap stuff up right here, but I'm super stoked to know you guys. I think you guys are the right type of people building a base. I'm blessed to get to know you guys. I just want to give all of you guys a solid handshake in person, which is so much better.
Yes, so much better.
So much better. We're going to
make sure you guys get your merch.
I for sure.
This is from the Lord. This is Oakland.
Oh, man. Awesome. Well, guys, we'll see you guys in a bit.
Are they like the quality and everything?
Yeah, no, I love
We
it.
got you guys. Thank you guys.
I appreciate you guys.
Check that out.
That is the Crisis King team. Oh, yeah, dude. That looks Elizabeth Warren with Pepe or something.
That's the official Dimes merch. So,
Oh man, yeah. So if you guys are listening, if anyone wants to tune in, and you're at Onchain Summit, come over. We'll be doing this for a little bit more until then. We're actually in 20 minutes. You have your space with.
We do have a space coming up here in about 20 minutes. For all the folks that still like to use spaces,
the old souls.
We're still doing them. We'll continue to do them. But yeah, it looks like we're going to be adding some streaming. I get the feedback quite a bit, similar to what they said about, having that little more personal connection. The other side of it though is, and you have messages that you can react to, but I do like being able to have those random conversations with just anybody that wants to pop into my conversation.
Sure.
So
No,
I always have to do both.
I think you're right. I mean, the one thing that Spaces does allow is people to speak up. Having up and share their thoughts. Streams, it's more like you can only type. So I do see that aspect of like jumping into the conversation. There's good and bads. I shouldn't say bads. They're both great. In their own right. I just feel whatever one you want to do it, maybe just supplement it with some.
Yeah, my game plan is basically like continue doing Spaces as more of a community town hall feel, where you can get projects, of course, can join, but maybe you can also have people in the community just hop in and share their thoughts. But then also use streaming as, for me, a better setup for like an AMA. Actually getting those one-on-ones. Like we just had out of nowhere, the Crisis King team just pop in on this one. That was a good conversation. Hopefully everyone could hear it okay. I wonder how that works sometimes.
I think so. No one's really yelling at us in comments and calling us scammers. So that's good. Real quick, Cello, Bill, what up, dude? What up, Cello? It's always good to just see.
Cello.
Like I said, we love comments. Please keep them coming. We are live on Retake. We are live on X. No, but I think for sure you are and I'm giving you flowers because you deserve it. You by far host the best spaces on X, man. For the base ecosystem, it's important to have that community town hall where people are heard, and your spaces get good numbers. Let me ask you this: what kind of got you into the spaces game?
So there was Clubhouse where everyone kind of started. I was a big NFT guy. So I was a listener, just popping into spaces. Of all the people, I believe it was Fitty.eth that was probably the one that finally got me to, kind of come out of my shell a little bit and hop into a space.
What did he do to get you to that point?
Well, he had an NFT collection, and I remember I was sick, like, stuck inside, and was definitely not feeling great. My voice was shot and everything, but he was just inviting people from his community to come on spaces, and I was like, why don't I just, why not? I have questions.
Yeah,
this guy sound pretty cool to talk to, and I think there's things I could do potentially to help them on their side. And at that time, I hadn't really been working in Web3, but I wanted to connect with people. Maybe there's some stuff I can do, from my skill sets to see if I can help them out. And so I jumped into a space and started talking, and it was clunky and difficult and weird. And, I'm walking around with this thing, and I'm like, I don't even know if it's working, and it was strange, but I got used to it and comfortable with it. And then, of course, not long after that, I became a co-founder of a NFT Launchpad.
Yeah.
And we had a Wednesday night space where we got all of our projects that were minting, currently minting, would come through and share about their projects. And so we created what is still referred to as the mega space mint party kind of meta that was going on back in 2021. Who remembers? Shout out our bags. What's left of those, but we did that. We started the mint party kind of meta, and then it kind of blew up. You'd pop on Twitter usually a couple days a week. There'd be multiple mint parties going, $20,000 in prizes, all that kind of stuff. And so I got a lot of experience doing that Wednesday night space, and built an audience, that was there, kind of built in every week. Still, some of those folks, I see them in the chat, or see them in the spaces fam there. So it's good to see them. But yeah, just doing those. And like I said, the audio only works for me, not just so much that I don't like being on camera, but more because I like to walk around.
Yeah.
Like you said, sometimes I get home from work, I don't feel like I don't want to like change or like make myself presentable. So I might just be in, shorts and a t-shirt, just walking around on my spaces. But also, y'all can't see me eating and drinking while I'm on the space, so it works out for me. But yeah, no, I've always enjoyed them. But I do see and after talking to a lot of people, everyone likes spaces, but they prefer other mediums. So
yeah,
time to level up.
Time to level up, indeed. Before we go, someone Stella's asking, so who thinks NFT season will come back again? I'll start off with my quick answer, and I want to know Quig's opinion, especially since he was deep in the NFT game, and he still is. I think NFT season absolutely is going to come back. I have no doubt in my mind. I think base NFTs in particular will experience a bull run at some point. I'm betting big on Topies. Obviously, me and Base Junkie created that whole collection, which was aiming to be the big was base. I feel what's going to happen is it's not going to run, though, until alts run. We have to have an alt season. We have to have, all this liquidity come up. But what happens then, I believe at a certain point, alts will top. And then the degens are going to want to rotate into a new sector. And then what happens is they're going to start aping NFTs because it's the easiest thing for normies to digest. It's like community buildings, collectibles. So once there's liquidity flowing in, it's just a matter of time. And Base has never had an NFT run. So I think all the top NFT projects are going to experience great numbers. So I'm very bullish. I just don't know when. What are your thoughts, Quigs?
You stole some of my response because I agree. These things come in cycles, so we have to have all season, I think, to really see. I don't know if we'll ever see like the 2021 fever of the sort of pico top of those projects. But here's my thoughts to kind of add on to what you're saying. So we know the Base app is in beta. If you have used it or if you've seen screenshots or whatever, you may have noticed it's a social feed, right? It's Farcaster basically in the Base app. Right now, I don't know what the exact figures are, but I think there's only like 30,000 people using the app. When they open it up to public and open those floodgates, there's going to be like millions of users coming on to the Base app, and you're going to need a PFP. All right, you're going to need a PFP because it's the same as X. Now, do you want it to match the one you have on X, or maybe you don't even use Twitter. You're on the Base app now. Whatever the game is there for you. I think we'll see a lot of people looking for a fresh PFP that is based and like,
Yeah.
is part of our ecosystem. And why not take a look at some of the projects that have been building on Base for the last year plus and rock that on the Base app. And I see people already doing it. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I think the Base app's going to open up another run on PFPs. So
yeah, I think people don't understand, like, Base app is so early. It's in beta. It's not even open to the public. And when it does, the floodgates are just going to come rushing in. You gotta kind of think about it this way: like, a bet against Base NFTs, Base memes is a bet against Coinbase and Base being a success. I'm not willing to take that bet. I'm willing to believe that Coinbase is going to win, which is going to make, because they're the ones who incubated Base. I believe Base is superior to every other chain out there, in all honesty, because of the level of support. Like, if I'm a project, I'm not getting love from like the Solana project, like the Solana developers. Like, it is what it is. Even Ethereum, Vitalik ain't going to talk about you. But on Base, it's different because you have a guy named Jesse Pollock who is the Vitalik of Base. And that man does not need to work another day in his life. But yet he is just grinding probably even more than us. And so that kind of success just makes everything, in my opinion, in the Base ecosystem going to explode. And like what the CIK team said, they think this might be the last summit before Base goes parabolic. What do you think about that?
it definitely feels like, it literally, Base is 2 years old. Like, we've just celebrated the 2-year birthday. And yeah, this third year is going to be insane. The market's going to take us to another level that we haven't seen. So there's that.
Yeah.
The Base app is going to open up a lot of people to a new ecosystem where guys like Bill and myself are already trying to lay some foundation in there. So, hey, we got group chats. We've got you've got the retake streams now that we can use right there in the mini apps. Like, we're already building that foundation because we're early. We're taking our communities with us because that's what this is all about. And so, yeah, I just feel like there's no doubt the next year is going to be a significantly different looking outcome. We're going to be on a whole nother level. So
I just want to give a shout out to Mika. I think it's Mika Doe.e 250 retake to late night on Base. Doesn't matter about the amount; it's the matter of the love that you show me. I appreciate you guys. One of the cool things that I like about streams, Quigs, and once you start streaming on retake, like you said, you have a token attached. For those that don't know, I'm going to show my own token because I love the ability of this new realm of betting on creators, which is what Zora is doing, but Retake's doing everything the same way with this. Let's do a little screen share. Why don't we? And I want to know your thoughts on just kind of like the creator economy, Quigs, before we wrap things up. So for those that don't know, Late Night Base has its token. It's chilling, and it's about 140K market cap, which is dope. Like I said, I there's nothing financial advice. I don't guarantee anything of profits, but I do guarantee hard work and the ability to bet on creators. So if you buy Late Night Base, you're buying into me as a brand. What are your thoughts, Quigs? And Quigs has a token too. It's only 14K market cap. That might be some alpha. But what are your thoughts, Quigs, on this new creator economy like Zora? Getting people to invest in like the future growth of an artist, or like a Late Night on Base token, your token. What are your thoughts on this new creator economy?
Well, there's definitely some huge shifts happening, right, with how we look at these tokens. I think that people that want to trade the tokens are still kind of trying to figure out sort of how to go about it, as comparison to alt or memes or other tokens. But so there's still some learning there, and so it'll be interesting to see how that comes out. But as far as the concept of a creator coin, creating your flywheel, bringing your community with you into what you're creating, it all just makes sense, and it kind of fits really well, I think, with what we all want to do on Base and what we want to see. So I'm bullish on it. Like I said, when they first came out with just posting content for a coin, I was a little bit kind of not sure like how that would go. And when I heard they were going to be building out essentially a way for you to create a coin that you could tie it all back to before they even called it a creator coin, I kind of heard this was coming. And my hope is that it it also evolves into not just like a creator coin you can pair it all back to, but perhaps if you're a founder of another project, like say a meme coin like Weirdo or Boomer, that you can actually launch content on Zora and tie it to that token. So I hope they do bring that into the into the
Well, I think they can now. I think since Zora, I think Paragraph, the publishing thing, can now pair their Paragraph tokens to a Zora token. So I think it's just simply just creating a pool.
Yeah, as long as it's all built in and straightforward and easy to, I think that's going to be a great use case, for those types of tokens. But the biggest thing about all this to me is like they're building on V4. They're sharing fees with the creators. They're sharing, you can share those fees with your community. I mean, there's all sorts of things that we can do now because we no longer have to rely on devs that have to sell tokens to pay for stuff.
So I think that's a huge point. Like, with these type of tokens. So for instance, the retake token that they launched, again, I didn't launch the token. Retake did it. I'm just like the biggest holder chilling in his bag. But doing that, they did it through Clanker, and Clanker, you're getting fees. I think it's like 0.4% of every transaction, which is amazing because that means, a team doesn't need to sell. And they have things like Flaunch. Flaunch, you can actually set the fees to 100% of the fees going to creator. Yeah. And there's a Flaunch bot. Before I let you go though, quick, talk to us about Base Cartel, because I know that's a big thing for you. What's the latest on that, and what kind of drew you? Because for those also that don't know, the Base Cartel is the #1 group chat on Base app, hands down. So it's really cool to see that. Tell me about the Base Cartel.
Yeah, might have to drop a little alpha here for the live.
Alpha, listeners. Baby, let's go to the 600 plus tuning in.
So we created the Base Cartel not long after Onchain Summit last year. It was basically born from this event because, realizing our spaces were a lot of fun, but there was no official on-chain partnership. There was no way for me to sort of show people on chain that we're partners, and that's what I wanted to do with the Base Cartel. We created a staking pool where all of our partners could put tokens into that pool that go out and drip to all of our NFT holders. So you just essentially stake your NFT, you can claim it, I would say at least daily. You don't have to do it like all the time, but you can go in there and claim your tokens. And, it may only be a few dollars of tokens from these different projects, but it gives you exposure to our partners. And who knows, some of them could go parabolic and your few dollars might turn into a lot more. And we saw that a few times over the last year. But so this year, as is the case with most on-chain, founders and builders, we want to level up the cartel. So alpha there is no more cartel.
No more.
Yeah, the cartels, they've been shut down. They
got arrested.
The DEA surrounded them.
The DEA, damn it.
Peplo Escobar's on the run.
R.I.P. Peplo.
I don't know if he's alive or dead yet. We haven't gotten word, but he is underground. So we are gonna rename and rebrand the Base Cartel. It's the Base Collective.
Very cool.
So I've been telling folks here at the summit, in person, but I figured let's share it with this audience for showing up today for us. Let you all know. Going forward, the Base Cartel will be the Base Collective. That gives us, in my opinion, will always be. It's kind of like the real cartel. Like they don't call themselves a cartel. They're not like, hey, we're with the cartel, but they are. We're still the cartel, okay? It's still under,
but different, new management, new name, new forward speaking. So you guys heard it first, to the 600 plus people tuning in. The Base Cartel is no longer. It's the Base Collective. So are you going to rename the group chat?
I'm going to have to rename the group chat probably. Yeah, I don't know. I might keep it that way for a while just because it's okay. I mean, we're still experimenting on that side, and maybe that's the alpha too. Like if you still want to be involved in the cartel, there's a place for you to talk those DGen vibes. But the other thing we're working on is a partnership with the Creator DAO and the Base creators with Ryan. So we've been in talks with doing some really cool stuff with them to sort of add on to what we offer our projects and partners. And then as I've been talking about me personally with streaming and doing spaces, it's sort of the same conversation on that side. Like, what else can I do from my position to help these projects? And I think getting some AMA stuff with streams as part of our partnership, if they want to come on and talk, giving them a place to do that on Retake. I think I'll definitely be using that platform.
I highly recommend it. They're a great team. It's like empty stages with Retake. I mean, there's still a lot of room for growth, but somewhere it's got to start something. And I've been looking honestly for like a place that I can call home and cement it, because X spaces are cool, but it gets lost. right? Like, and then YouTube is a Web 2 type brand. I have no desire to go through that route. So I was like, whoever makes the Twitch a base, like I'm in. And it's simply these guys. Like, I think they're at a point where you cannot replicate that. I think it'll be very hard. So I think if you start doing some streams, it'll be great. So listen, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up. I mean, this turned out to be a dope session. Like, Wiggs, you are the man. I've been actually wanting to get you. This is kind of like you know what I'm going to do after this clip? I'm going to stream it. If it's streamed, I'm going to clip it. We're going to put it onto on pods, on Onchain distribution. Base Junkies here. You know what? Come here, bro. We got the man, the myth, the legend. We're not ending it yet. Get a seat. Come in. We got to talk fireside.
We gotta have that fireside chat right here,
bro. And then we'll wrap things up in a bit. But first of all,
it fits the conversation pretty well because we're talking about streaming versus spaces.
Yeah. Now we have. Okay, so today we're gonna learn there's 638 people tuning in live. Let's talk about, as you guys know, Base Junkies, the number one yoer in the industry. My friend, co-founder of Base Toby, but he's also creating his own thing, and that's called Fireside. Base Junkie, why don't you tell everybody what exactly is Fireside?
So first of all, I have to apologize. I think I was yo-yoing a bit too much last night.
Yeah.
I kind of lost my voice. But guys, Fireside basically is bringing the best things from Twitter Spaces onto the Base app. But we're not stopping there. We are introducing tipping for hosts and speakers. It's about time that creators get paid for creating content. But that's not all. We're also going to introduce a sponsorship banner at the bottom of the shows. So this will be an opt-in feature for shows that want to allow that, and it's going to be $1 a minute. Projects can come on, get some visibility to a very specialized audience. It's a very good fit for projects who want to sponsor, and then 50% of all fees generated from that goes to the platform, and 50% goes to the room. So whether you're a host, speaker, or someone in the audience, the entire room gets paid. So this is the first of its kind where just being an audience member, you can actually get paid for turning up the spaces.
We're gonna have some big spaces,
dude.
Because think about it. Like, there are gonna be some people that are like, oh yeah, like I wanna see how this works.
Is Fireside only gonna be though, like through the Base app or like our Farcast, or how is it just like on X? Like, how do people?
It's a mini app, right?
It's on Farcast.
Yeah.
So yesterday we went live. It's actually live now. So
is
it?
We're going to do that today.
Yeah. So we're now live on the Base app, live on Podcaster.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Dude, how did
that's
go?
fast too, man. That was a fast build.
It was, we
the devs are cracked out. Devs. Shout out to the team building Fireside. They're incredible.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, I say, can we do this? Can we do that? We can do anything.
You guys should have had that during the hackathon. Probably could have.
We've actually submitted.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
What okay, so it's live now. Everyone's gonna probably want to know, will there be a token?
This is alpha.
Let's go. We only like alpha on the show. You come to Bill's shows, you get alpha.
Let's go.
What do we got?
So right now you can do tipping. It's available in ETH and USDC. There is not a token yet.
Oh.
Just say the word. Stop right there. Yet. That means, he's not going to say, I think there will be a token.
There's probably going to be
a token. And I am going to ape the shit out of that token because I believe in what you're doing. Let me ask you this, Base Junkie. What made you realize you wanted to make this app?
To be honest, as a content creator who primarily focuses on spaces and streams, I feel like it was an area that wasn't really being served as well as other content creators who focus more on pictures. Like Zora is for people that Zora wants to be the Instagram of Web3. Retake now wants to be the Twitch. We are bringing spaces into Web3. So I felt like there was a gap in the market. It needed to be filled. I felt like my content wasn't really getting well represented on Zora and other platforms like that. It's not how I create my content. So I set out to build a solution.
You love it. I love it, man.
When's Quick Space?
It's happening. We might have to do it today. I don't know. I'm excited
Can we
for
set
it.
something up today?
We can set it up.
I'm 100% down to join.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we should definitely knock this thing out today.
Dude, I would love to. That's the cool thing about Onchain Summit San Francisco. There's so many good builders and devs out there that let's experience this. I'm super down and super stoked for him. He knows that. I think you'll shine on that app too, for sure.
Hey, I told you I'm still doing spaces.
Oh, yeah, and
if
you
I
should
can do them in more than one place.
But bro, you absolutely should. You are the king of that. So
Yeah.
I'm excited. Basically, let's try it out later. Like we can do it in this room.
Let's do it, man.
What do we need? Laptop, phone?
Just phones. We can all sign in on the Base app.
The good news is the bar is set pretty low from Elon on Twitter Spaces. So making something that works is already a win. But then adding on-chain mechanics to it, that flywheel concept, they're sleeping.
They
That's
are,
sleeping,
or
man.
they
They're
just
not
don't,
even-
maybe they just don't care. Maybe they got complacent. I don't know. But I think like this is the innovation that's needed. Before we let you go, Vision, and wrap it up, how are you liking Onchain Summit in San Francisco? Because I know you came a long way from across the pond. What's your experience been so far?
It's incredible to be honest. This is different to every other conference I've been to. Like conferences where you got a few thousand people, you might find a few people that you already know. But because this is so niche, and there's only like 300 people here, it feels like family.
It really does.
It's like a big family meetup. Like I know half the people, and it's incredible.
What's the most surreal moment you've had meeting somebody? Has there been any like I was there when you met Shush.
Yeah.
So that was actually pretty funny to me because he's talking about Shush to us, and Shush is standing right next to him.
You didn't know that was Shush?
No, I had no idea.
Bro, he's jacked. I didn't
Yeah,
realize
he's
that.
been working out a lot.
Bro, I was
Yeah.
just like, yo, I would never want to fuck with this guy.
Yeah,
Like,
he's put on. Like, he told me he's like I've been hitting the gym like hard.
yeah, because I didn't know who he was, and I was like, oh, I'm Bill. He's like, I know you, and then he said his voice. I was like, Shush. And I was like, I recognize that voice because I've never seen him live. I don't remember him last year, so.
Yeah, that's wild. You didn't get to meet him last year.
No,
Yeah.
I was just like, but last year I was literally just like I flew in at like 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
That was the time when I got the Jesse interview. So I was like focused on that, just to like kind of like that was a big deal for me at the time. And then I flew back out like at 5 or something.
Yeah.
So I just wasn't know.
Was that the most surreal one, or was
That
it?
was it because I remember on the Spaces he said, "Oh yeah, Quig's bigger than you thought." So when I saw you and I was like, "Oh, he's a big fan," I knew what to expect. And then like he was like, I talked about Shush, and like, who's Shush? I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a good moment. I'm glad I was there for that because it was. Yeah, that's one we'll remember. Like we'll probably talk about that all the time now.
Yeah, I think these type of events, you're right. It's just like an intimate feel. Like there's conferences, like Bitcoin conferences that are like thousands, but like you don't have this like I feel like we are all getting to know each other. And these are the people base. If you're at this event, you're here for the long term. Like last year was different. This is just way more intimate. So I highly recommend people going there. We have over 700 plus people on an impromptu live stream on a Saturday. That's
Let's
pretty
go.
dope, man. Like I didn't expect anyone, but I think these type of things are pretty dope. So all right, you're gonna do your space soon.
There's my wife, by the way. She's back there. You
Oh,
can see her.
and I got to meet her. She's a great lady, very supportive. Does she want to come on stream?
I don't know. She's
More than welcome to.
Looks like she's just looking for something to do, checking stuff out.
Yeah, well, you got a good one. She's a very supportive wife, so that's awesome. But all right, so you got a quick stream or spaces with Rachel, yes?
Yeah, we should be kicking that space off like now, actually.
Okay, so I don't want to keep.
Oh,
anyone-
she said 10 minutes. So
Okay, so
the space is scheduled. There's probably already people like, what are you guys doing? Because I haven't started it yet.
okay. Well, I there's no I didn't cause a delay, bro. I'm ready to.
It's all base junkies fault.
It is. He
with this
came
alpha.
in.
We had
And
we had to
then
go.
you are doing the live demo right now, or in the demo room. What time do you want to do yours thing so we can announce it, like stream?
I mean,
Spaces.
honestly, I'm downstairs all day, so whenever it's good for you,
Okay.
I'm flexible.
I'm super down with that. And then so right now, what the goal is to show people downstairs. What's the demo room like? What are you doing in the demo room?
I'm whipping up the app and just showing them like the functionalities, and
Very
then
cool.
getting them to sign the board because everybody who signs the board is gonna benefit from a.
Oh, here we
More
go.
alpha, alpha,
Yeah, all these people are getting in
alpha.
their cars right now. Like,
Alpha.
I'm headed there to sign that board.
Embryo just said, grab the WTF dev. He's there. Who's the WTF dev?
So
pizza?
that's actually a funny story too. So I met him, right? So he told me he was coming. Like we talked a while.
Yeah.
Yes, it's pizza. So I'm talking to Moon Poppy from
Moon Poppy
from
downstairs.
Clanker.
Shout out to Moon Poppy.
And so me and Moon Poppy are talking about Clanker and Flaunch, and they were talking about creator coins and
Yeah.
giving their opinions on that. I'll keep that private because that's their
Sure.
opinions. But we were having this conversation, and this guy turns to me, and goes, "Oh, hey, he says, what I hear is he goes, "Hey, I'm PETA." I'm like, PETA, like the guy from Hunger Games. I'm like, whatever. I figure he's British. He probably said Peter. It's probably Peter. So I'm like, okay, cool. Nice to meet you, man. But we didn't really start talking right then because I was still talking to the Clanker guy. But he was there in the conversation. And then it continued over at the W, which is where we're all staying across the street. And we're all over there having drinks. And I am talking to him for probably 45 minutes. We're having a great conversation, talking about just all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And he says, yeah, my project, what the firkin? And I go, wait, what? He's like, yeah, my project. I'm like, your pizza? He's like, yeah, I told you. I said, hey, I'm pizza.
Oh,
I'm like,
wow.
oh shit. The
Well,
whole time I'm
you
talking
thought
to
it was
you.
actually Peter.
I thought it was
Pizza bread.
say it kind of in a British accent. It sounds like,
I can see that.
hey, I'm pizza.
Yeah,
I'm
pizza.
pizza.
If you're listening, I did send a message to. We're in a group chat with like other 20, 25 people. The people who are here in attendance. Pizza. If you're listening, we'd love to have you on. What is WTF though? I don't really know much about it.
Yeah, he's got his launch pad.
That's a launch pad.
Yeah. They've got several cookers on there, man. They've done pretty well. And he was telling me about some of the stuff he's got going on both with WTF and then in personal life. And he's a killer, man. He's got a lot going on, and excited to see what they build over there.
That's so cool. I love the fact that like base just unlocks creativity, unlike anything else. Like you unlocked what you want to do. You're cooking stuff.
The space has started.
The space already start.
I started it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm letting them trickle in. There's not too many people in there yet.
Okay,
so.
well, listen. Well, we're gonna wrap things up, so I don't want to overlap, and I want to make sure everyone tunes into Quake Spaces. We had over 733. I think this is super successful, just because super impromptu on a Saturday morning. That's fucking base, man. And I honestly could just be doing this a lot more. So I want to give a shout out to you, Ben Shunky, for coming on and cooking, and you, man, Quicks, for coming on. Got to get to know you a lot more. I mean, I've known you, but get to know you, and we're gonna clip it up and put it on pods as a podcast as well. Because I think more people need to know all about the man, the myth, the legend, Quicks. So, any last words for you guys?
Stay based.
He took my line. Stay based.
All right, everyone. Shout out again to everyone tuning in on X and on Retake. I'm your boy Buildable. Later today, we'll probably post some more like vlog stuff. But yeah, everyone, enjoy the rest of your day. Shout out to The Verse, who's my boy, bros. It has been statistically proven that Topi holders enhance poker table skills. You're right. And also, you know what else is right? The Verse. Bloodlines will be retired by coins of media personalities, not financial advice. LNOB, late night on base, 140K market cap. Let's go. Appreciate each and every one of you. Embryo, appreciate you. Thank you for joining. And take care, everyone. Cheers.